So we're back working on Sportster bobber project. Today is Saturday. Today and tomorrow we're going to be concentrating on the engine. We're going to get it out in a minute and put it somewhere here on a mat. We need to clean all this up. We need to finish cleaning all this up, and then we're going to get it all masked up, cleaned up, probably remove the head studs, and we're hopefully going to get it painted this weekend. Crackle finish paint, obviously same as the barrels that you saw in the previous video. Obviously that won't be getting painted, and the machine surfaces on the tops won't be getting painted, and a few other little bits and bobs like that. But it's a big chunk. It's going to take probably all of today and all of tomorrow, but if we can get this bit done, we can get it back in frame, and it'll look really good. Start to become a motorbike again. So yeah, we're going to get it out, get it on there, and we'll crack on. So we've got a bit of a plan for the pulley cover, and that is we're going to cut it along this line that's marked out here. So it'll trim the excess off, it'll trim this bit off around there, but it'll still keep the mount for the master cylinder, and it'll also be bolted on in all the original mounting points. The only thing we won't have is this little bolt here, which actually used to carry the line for the rear brake pipe. But we've got a bit of a plan for that anyway, and it'll just, if you follow the contour of it, it'll just make it look a bit better. So that's going to go back on, cover the pulley up, you'll see the chain going in, but I think it'll just tidy it up, looks a bit different, looks a bit cool, and keeps us from getting anything in chain that we don't want. Obviously it wants to clean up, but that's for another day. Just thought we'd show it you, so we're figuring out basically where everything needs to fit on the back of the engine, like that. So that's where we're at. So slightly unorthodox because we don't have a lot of masking tape, but the engine is now, although it's dirty and it's still got some, well, it's not dirty, you can still see some black on it, that's the old paint, but it's all ready to paint, it's cleaned up, and it's all masked up as much as it needs to be, at least. Like I say, slightly unorthodox masking techniques, but needs a must. So now the procedure is 3 coats of this stuff, 5 minutes between coats, quite thick coats as well. I'll show you what it looks like between coats. It goes on like just like gloss, thick gloss black paint, almost looks like hammerite. But then as it dries, and you can manipulate the drying with like a hot air gun or radiators like we've got here, it starts to go like a satin, and then eventually it goes almost like almost matte, but then wrinkles, as you saw the barrels and the voltage regulator in the previous video. So everything that is unmasked is going to be wrinkle black. We've masked up the actual mating surfaces. Although they're a bit dirty, we'll clean them all up. Well, dirty, discoloured, we'll clean them all up. We'd like them to be silver, just adds a bit of contrast to engine. So yeah, first of 3 coats coming up, and I'll show you after I've done the 3rd coat and start to wrinkle it. So as you probably saw, that's 3 coats, quite thick, and you leave it about 5 minutes between each one. As you can see, it goes on really glossy, really thick. What we'll do now is start to dry it, and you'll see it start to go matte and crinkle up with a bit of luck. So there you go, you can see that the paint has all started to crackle up. It'll dry matte, or very close to, and it'll all be crackle finished like that. So yeah, it's going to look good when the chrome's on that side. You know, the main clutch covers on this side all polished up and everything, and the barrels are back on, and it's going to look quite a cool engine. So now it's just a case of letting it cure. Needs about 48 hours apparently, so we just need to let it go now, put a couple of heaters on, and call it a day. So yeah, more soon. That's the main bulk of the engine painted. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and we'll have some more progress for you soon.